It's Josh Turner. Welcome to Springfield, the Sangamon County Fair in New Berlin.
Oh, good to be here. Glad that the skies have kind of cleared up a little bit. It was pretty dreary and rainy this morning, and as we all know, it was kind of touch and go there for a little while. And there's obviously still a lot of flooding around here, but looks like we're still going to be able to do the show. So
yeah, well, we're all excited about that. We heard that your production crew looked out there and said, "No problem, we're doing a show."
Yeah, we were a little concerned, and the guy who was running us around town this morning, he was like, "Hey, you guys will be high and dry." He said, "It's the ones that, the fans that are going to be, sopping wet." So,
well, actually, the midfield or the infield is looking very good, and judging by the number of people out here in the big ticket, the early bird line, they're not going to let it deter them. So. Nice to see you in town. So I got to ask you a question, and how many Scotty McCreery questions have you been asked now since American Idol?
I've lost count, quite a few.
So how does it feel to be a mentor?
Well, I don't know if I would consider myself a mentor necessarily, but I have, offered him, the possibility of advice or, me answering any kind of questions he may have. But, I think he's been a little too busy here lately to kind of, just kind of sit back and say, okay, what do I need and what do I have questions about? He has told me that he has questions, but he's yet to ask me anything. But like I say, he's, as of about a week ago, he had only had 2 days off in 4 months. So wow. They got him going everywhere.
So at what point in time in the whole Idol story did you become aware of his fascination, his love, his idolization of yours?
Right off the bat. I mean, from his very first time he sang "Your Man" on the show, people started telling me about it. I don't watch the show, but I kind of kept up with him as he, went along, and I kept hearing that he made it to the next round. He made it to the next round, and he sang a few songs of mine and had expressed, how I was a hero of his, and so it was kind of cool to be able to go to his hometown and surprise him, and then this was his and Lauren's first CMI Music Fest this year, and they had camera crews following him all over town and everything, and he came out and sang "Your Man" with me on the big stage there at LP Field, and Lauren came out and sang with Martina. So it was a cool night, and just cool to be able to see them kind of be thrust into our business. So
well, for us in the radio business and for fans, it's fun to meet an artist who's up and coming. Like when you first came out, it was fun to meet you and see your rise to fame. As an artist, it must be kind of fun to be part of that with another artist.
Yeah,
it's kind of unique.
It is, and every artist at my level anyway can kind of look at an artist like Scotty or any new artist for that matter and say, you know what, I've been there. I remember what that was like. Everything was just a blur, and you're learning at the same time, and so you can pretty well relate to an artist like that. So it's crazy too, because at my level that I'm at now, I feel like hey, if you have any questions, I can probably answer that question. But at the same time, these new artists, they want to be able to carve their own path and create their own niche, and I can understand that too.
So how's the road been for you? Concerts growing, popularity's growing. It's got to be a really fun time for you. You're really climbing.
Yeah, we've had a great time on the road. We've been touring a lot. We're continually, just booking dates and everything. I've been doing a lot of TV stuff here lately. Randy Travis has a new album out that came out this past week called 25th Anniversary Celebration. It's a duet record, and I was honored enough to be able to be on that record, and they went a step further and asked me to go and do some TV things to promote the album. And so Randy and I have been on the TV circuit here lately. We've done the Today Show and the Tonight Show and just all kinds of stuff doing that. So that's been a lot of fun. Working on my new record right now. We'll just continue to work on that throughout the summer and hopefully have some new product out there before long.
Well, judging from your recent performance here in Springfield and the interest in this show tonight, Central Illinois has become a hotbed for Josh Turner, and we're very excited to have you here.
Oh, that's good, and I'm glad to be here.
It's going to be a fun night tonight. Thanks for taking a few moments for us, Josh, and have a good time.
Thanks, man.